Energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
Now the PAT try coming up. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Falcons will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. Return starts at the 3. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Colts have running back Jonathan Taylor headed out with the rest of the offense. And he's been carrying a great campaign now into the heart of this season. He's hitting top 5 in rushing yardage. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me these two defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock it.
And down he goes. The Falcons defense gets hit done. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough third down.
A loss of 7 yards.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling for that defense. It puts a sack on the board.
And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field where you can depend on.
Starts the return at the 34. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Onto the field comes the Atlanta offense for the second time. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their second possession.
And, Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Play action now with Jackson. Got a man, it's Drake London. He has this down to the 34. Even 25 on that play. And that's a Falcon first down. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
A toss now to Robinson. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Zaire Franklin there to make the tackle.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
First carry here from Braylon Allen. And his drive up the middle gets him about 3. Kenny Moore there to make the stop.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
He's drawn up one, and he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Inside of field goal range, but the kicker ain't moving. They're going for this. This one's sent up for Lamar. Gets it to the 15. All the way. That's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons pull out in front further, 13-zip. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. They broke out the design run from there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, hey, QB, do your thing, get a 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hat, right? An extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
That one right down the middle. And the Falcons drive out to an early 14-0 lead. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. Fields this one at the 3. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Shane Steichen getting his Colts offense ready to go for a new series. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Taylor gets it to begin the drive. Shoves one away. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago.
It's 2nd and inches.
Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down. Murray keeps it. He slides down with enough to pick up that first.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
Looks like they go an option keeper on 1st and 10. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of them on that run.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots.
Falcons driving in, and they're going to bring him down. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
3rd and long for him here. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down. And he's had a very busy game already, Brock. 3rd time they've called on him as he gets this away. He's got it at the 24. And he's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Brock, after getting a big chunk on that return.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10. At the Colts
1st and 10 now from the 46. Here's Robinson up the middle. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Oh, they tried the lateral. It's a live ball. And the Colts pick it up. 30. He's at the 10. And Indianapolis will return it for a touchdown. The Colts reach pay dirt for the first time this game. One splits the uprights. And the Colts chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Colts 7.
Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return score. And with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. Nicole Hardman now on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Here's the Falcon offense headed out. They come in riding an 8-game winning streak, one of the longest in the league all season, partner. And they're in control of what could be win number 9. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. 1st down. Here's Lamar. Cut down the field. It's Pitts. And he's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. All set now. 1st and 10. Pistol snap to Jackson. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's keeping it. Lamar doing what he does oh so often, Brock. Sliding in safe after picking up the first. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
And the Falcons.
Jackson keeping it himself. They pitch it to him. Only able to get back to the line on that 1st down play, so no gain.
I know they had bigger visions when they called that play. This is one of those spots, Kate, where when a defense is dialed in, especially in the red zone, it's very tough to surprise them with anything.
Pitch it to Robinson. And they're going to have 1st and goal after he picked up a nice chunk there.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Lamar's going to keep this one. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. They're 3 yards closer to the end zone. Here comes 2nd and goal. This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. To the goal line, but he won't reach it. The defense keeps him out and forces 3rd and goal. Turned away from the goal line on the last snap. Need to make it 1 more yard here on 3rd and goal. Robinson is fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Leaving the offense out there, it's 4th and goal from the 1. It's a designed run for him. And he gets in, touchdown! The Falcons grow their early lead to 13. It's an Anthony Richardson touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Falcons double their lead to 14. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. Here's a return from the 7. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Colts file out into formation. Here comes 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Taylor. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. So before they can get set and snap it, the clock runs out on quarter 1. 21-7 is our score. We'll get back to the action in just a moment. Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Colts have the football. They have 2nd and pretty long here. On the gun, it's Murray. Little off center. His man just couldn't adjust to it. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Was there defensively.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. It's on target to Pierce. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down.
A gain of 17
Offense is set.
yards.
1st and 10.
That's good for a Colts. 1st down.
Play action now. Murray. That one's complete right side. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. We've set it downs from the 37.
That's another Colts. 1st
Throwing again. Murray. And it's complete to the sideline. Not a ton of room, but he does get the feet down.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or will make tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it's good coverage, contested catches, they really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
He cuts it to the right sideline. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. To the line and set. Here we go, first down.
That's another Colts first down.
Working inside the red zone. This one's caught. And he takes this one in. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts make it a one-score game in the first half. Michael Pittman Jr. with the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Colts chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
21. Colts 14.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Falcons send Lamar Jackson ready to go again on offense. And among dual threats in the NFL so far this season, there has been no equal. He's leading all quarterbacks in rushing yards to this point. Atlanta about ready to go now. First and 10. Jackson throwing here. And it's caught. It's Travis Hunter. And he's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
One play in, Brock, and his drive is already into enemy territory. First and 10, around to Robinson. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line. Back to the line they go. It's second down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second and 12.
Jackson, quick pass line. And this certainly makes the third down easier. Nearly avoided it altogether. Gain of 10 right up near that marker now.
Gain of 10 yards.
You know, as any quarterback is going to tell you, that's one of the most difficult things to do, knowing you're going to get blasted. That defender's coming right at you, but you got to throw an accurate ball. It does two things. Number one, it strikes fear in the defense, and number two, you gain respect of your teammates.
It's Allen on third down. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. They get 6 and a first down as well.
32-yard line. It's a gain of 6. First down, Falcons.
It's Allen again. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10. Lamar out of the pistol. Complete to DK Metcalf. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. Offense getting set. Here's first and 10.
And the Falcon first down.
They pitch it out to him here. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up first and goal.
Danger, King. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Here's Robinson. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up.
A loss of 3 brings up second and goal.
Lamar now from the gun. Escapes the pocket. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away. So first time we've seen one of his passes hit the ground this game, Brock. He had been perfect before that one.
Well, we hear it and we know it. Right? The team that makes fewer mistakes in this league typically wins the game. Yeah, that was what would you call a first mistake throwing the ball, and they still got the lead thanks to earlier efforts.
Escapes out to the left. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the defense are down away from completing this stand. It's fourth and goal.
I know we talk about rhythm a lot when it comes to music, but it's the same thing with the quarterback and his protection. This QB was in rhythm, but they knocked the notes out of him on that one.
So the offense staying on the field from a bit of a distance here. They're going for it on fourth and goal.
Mustang 19.
Trying to throw for it with Richardson. And he will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons take a 13-point lead.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got a single high or two high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
Setting up to try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Falcons double their lead to 14. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. Here's a return from the 7. Escapes the defender. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Shane Steichen getting his Colts offense ready to go for a new series. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Here's Murray, 1st and 10. That's going to be caught by his back. Taylor. He's taken down after reaching the 30. The rangy Kyle Hamilton getting there for the stop.
4 yards.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Here's Murray. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. This is a nice game. Nearly moves those chains. He's got it up to the 36.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, way too much risk for that reward.
They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain. They've got 1st down here from the 36.
First down at the 36-yard line.
Straight ahead for Taylor. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down.
He was taken down.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 34-yard line.
Off the play action. Here's Murray. Downfield to Warren. He's got it. And he takes it down to the 33. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
That's good for a Colts. 1st down.
Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Puts this underneath to Taylor. And he's tackled for no gain.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Now Murray on 3rd and long. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets back to the line, but no more. The Colts are going to turn to their kicker, Spencer Schrader, for the field goal try. It'll be a 54-yarder from the right hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that gets him back to within 11.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Has this at the 6. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Out of the field runs the Atlanta offense. And in a high-scoring game to this point, everyone anticipating, well, even more points as they take the field. Here's Robinson to start the drive. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. New set of downs from the 37. Throwing now on first down. It's Jackson. Wow, wide open here. Complete. And he has this down to the 14-yard line.
You know, Ken, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Lamar off the play fake. Forced out to his right. Now he takes it. And they will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. His 3rd total score in this game.
With that score, this is now a time where this defense is going to get on that sideline, look at each other and say, hey, we got to play this quarterback a whole lot more honest because he is doing damage with his legs.
That one right down the middle. And the Falcons push their lead to 18.
Colts 17.
The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. Returning it from the 4. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Here comes the Colts offense now for another possession. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Shotgun, hand off to Taylor. And that is exactly what you're looking for on a first down run. He picked up 7. Well, Brock, a lot of scoring so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. More from Berlin on the other side. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Back to throw, Murray. Short pass brought in. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. Offense in the hurry up here. On 1st and 10, it's Murray. Coming deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. The Falcons bring it in. And Atlanta will return it for a touchdown. The Falcons boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Like a freight train leaving the station after scooping up that fumble. Oh, he got moving on his way to the end zone, Brock. Nice hustle from the big man.
Is there anything more fun than seeing these big old human beings get their chance to get on a scoreboard? You see how it just ignites everybody.
Kicking team on to try the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Falcons grow their lead yet again.
42.
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. He fields it from the 8. He's brought down just inside the 25. The Indianapolis offense ready to take another swing at it. And they take the field feeling pretty beaten down with how this one's gone. Even if they're keeping their heads high, Brock, not a whole lot they've been able to do so far.
Yeah, in these moments, I think of golfers, right in a tournament. They don't want to look at the scoreboard. They don't want to see how much they're down. They just want to take it shot by shot by shot. It's exactly what this offense has got to do.
He'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Offense in the hurry up here.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the gun, it's Murray. It's downfield. He's got it. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Murray. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked out by Quinion Mitchell. And the Falcons get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. He got in front of that one for the pick. Looked like that's the receiver it was designed to go to on that play, too.
Yeah, the QB just must have missed the lurky defender in coverage right there. That's where, as a QB, you've got to have the vision to not just see your route, but see those defenders in front of you. If you stare down your receivers in this league, turnovers follow.
Run it with Robinson from the pistol. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. First down run gets him 6. So now it is 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Pistol snap to Jackson. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Trying to work quickly now.
Jackson sacked. A loss of 5 yards. 3 and out.
Jackson's going to go on 4th. This is Metcalf working that right side. The defense seizing the opportunity. Great stop. They've got a turnover on downs, and they get their guys the ball in plus territory.
On downs.
Going on first down. Here's Murray. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Intended for Jonathan Taylor.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
Now 2nd and 10.
Rolling from the gun here. Left side into the hands of Warren. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Timeout Indianapolis. That's its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. They'll throw 3rd and long. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down after a short gain. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. Another punt coming up for Rigoberto Sanchez. And as this hits and heads out, we wait for the mark, but it should be right on the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Only 10 seconds remaining here, so 1st and 10 may be our last snap of the half. Looking to throw. Oh, he loses the football. The Colts pick it up. He's got room to roam. And they take a little momentum for themselves here, Brock, as they get the turnover on the final play of our half. So we've reached halftime, Brock, in a lopsided contest so far. Let's hear what Scott Hansen has to say. He's got our EA
Our look
Sports
at the
halftime
NFL
report.
starts now. It begins in the mile-high city of Denver. The Broncos at home to take on the Raiders in the AFC West. And it's the second-year quarterback, Bo Nix. He's going to find his man here. This, one of his 3 touchdown passes on the night. The Broncos are playing well. They move to 7-3 with the victory. And here's a look at the rest of the action that's going on. The risers and the fallers around the NFL here in Week 10. Meanwhile, our game has not been all that competitive. A one-sided affair through 2 quarters. As we get you back out to Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Now, it has been a great time so far in Berlin, hasn't it? More still in store. Off we go here in our second half. Hardman with a return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Falcons and Lamar Jackson ready to go again on offense. And his effectiveness hasn't been limited to what he can do with his arm this season. On that last drive, he reached a significant mark for his efforts on the ground as well. Lamar out of the pistol. Oh, he's in trouble, and he's going to go down. The Colts got him. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down. Robinson on the inside give. And second down only works out for a yard.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
13.
Jackson now, third and long. Man downfield, and he finds London. And this one won't get there. Looked good, but the stop is made just before he could get the first. This game has already been a good one for him, Brock. And hey, there's still time. He could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As long as there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing and turn a good performance into a great one.
On their own side, but only need an inch or two here, so they're going for it.
Here we go. Ready?
It's a design keeper. It's Richardson. And he stops. The call to go for it from their own side backfires on him with a turnover on downs. And now some great field position. All set to go now from the 35.
One more.
Drive starts with an option, right side. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Brings up third down and 13.
Here he goes, third and long. And he's intercepted for the first time this year. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. And the Falcons take over as he records his 10th career INT.
Nice pass. Intercepted. The Falcons
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It would make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
The Falcons and Lamar Jackson are ready to go again on offense. And he's been one who has wowed the league and made a lot of fantasy owners very happy, too. You can see he's leading all quarterbacks in passing here in November.
Ready, set.
First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. First and 10.
Ready.
Now we're on with Robinson. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. And with 3 yards the wrong way to start this drive out. Here's second and 13. Throwing from the pistol, Richardson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. And that's going to bring up a tough third down.
And it's third down. Third and long.
Third and long for him here. Left side, caught by Metcalf. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. This is the type of performance a former quarterback, just like yourself, Brock, can marvel at. He's carried a great performance through much of this game. Even as the defense adjusted, tried to slow him down, none of it mattered.
I like the way you that right there, Kate, because these moments the game does slow down. It is so fast on the field for the normal person, but when a QB's in a rhythm like this, the game is slow and he is dicing them.
The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. On 4th down and 5, the offense staying out there. 4th down, pass coming. Pass caught, it's Hunter. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Atlanta.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And it's step 1 towards the goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
It's 2nd down and goal.
Lamar now from the gun. Brings it in. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Jackson has it, 3rd and goal. Buys time, rolling right. And cut in the end zone for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons parlay the interception into points. Drake London with the touchdown. Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Falcons continue piling on to this lead.
49, Colts 17.
The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. Needed a lot more to reach the landing zone, so the drive going to start at their own 40-yard line.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And this drive is going to have some great starting field position as a result of that short kick. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Off the play action, here's Murray. Throwing the out route complete. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
And the Colts, 1st down.
Murray here on 1st down. Got for big yards on the right side. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20.
It's a gain of 20.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
That's another Colts.
From the gun, Taylor. Dropped for the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Murray to throw. Going with the screen to Taylor. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
With the pick. And the Falcons getting back on his 6th interception of the season.
Nice pass. Intercepted. The Falcons take over.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. A handoff for Robinson running right. Takes away from one. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
Gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They go play fake with Jackson. Has a man downfield. This is Washington. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. How about a big hitter, 34 yards there and a new set of downs.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helped set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
Let's go.
Line up the design keeper. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Now a Sauce Gardner dropping him there.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
Back.
Here's a design run. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and AT for attack, exactly what he just did. This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
4th down, here's Jackson. That one complete to Pitts. And he'll go down here at the 16. He'll come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now. And he will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Ooh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
Lining up now to try the extra point. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. Well, you can't do that. Got to avoid hitting the kicker. And because of that, the kickoff will be coming from midfield. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. Brings it in at the 13. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35. Shane Steichen getting his Colts offense ready to go for a new series. And Brock, I know the goal is always points every drive, but I think just as big a goal, got to play clean football here. You cannot give it away for a 3rd consecutive possession.
Yeah, we call that rebuilding some confidence in yourself as a group, right? Just to execute without the mistakes. Pros, you can shake off a turnover with ease, but back-to-back, even the seasoned vets have a little trouble getting past that.
2nd and 10.
Omaha.
2nd down carry for Taylor. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Play brought to an end by Jalen Ramsey. Falcons go a nickel. 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Operating from the gun. Here's Murray. And down he goes. The Falcons defense gets it done. And now it's 5 sacks for them in this one. Man, this defense is eating. Latest brings up 4th down. And plenty of hang time on this one. And he hauls it in right near the 40-yard line. The Falcons, the running back Bijan Robinson, getting set to begin another drive. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. They'll give left side. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Remain cracked with the play defensively. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Running from the pistol, here's Allen. Finds space for a few yards that time. Brought to the ground by Cameron Bynum.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
This is hauled in by Samuel. And he's down to almost, oh, no, they're actually going to give him the 30 here. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Hey, hey. Report.
Pistol snap to Jackson. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
And that zone read goes nowhere. They didn't even get back to the line. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12.
2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Hey, Ozzy. No, we changed it. No. Sit up.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. He's got London left side. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that 1st down. They say he's maybe a yard short. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's Falcons football, and they hold a commanding advantage in this one. The lead looks safe, but the pedals staying down. They're going for this.
Here we go. Start. Ready.
Trying to get it on the keeper. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Can you call that play in a huddle as a quarterback? You break the huddle, and you can almost feel it right from the jump. You get that surge at the point of attack on 4th and short. They did, and then some to move those chains.
Cougar, let go.
Design quarterback run here. Has some room to work. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal. And this is now a 100-yard game for him after that last carry. Man, what a strong day he's had running after this offense. Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. He's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons are running him out of the building. That one splits the uprights. And the Falcons grow their lead yet again.
63. Colts 17.
The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. The Colts offense set to head out. And the turnovers, Brock, a big reason they have played themselves out of this one. Hopefully they can keep it clean here, if nothing else.
Yeah, well, this drive isn't pertinent to this game maybe anymore, Kate. This drive is for next week. They just want something positive here to end the game and carry forward into the practices ahead.
That's good for a Colts.
Taylor now up the middle. Nice choice there to send this outside. It gets about 6 yards on the carry. Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4.
Pick up a 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45.
They're going play action. It's Murray. That one's incomplete over the middle. Looking for Michael Pittman Jr. on that throw. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
Was there defensively.
From the gun, it's Murray. And they're going to down by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs. First and 10 now from the 46.
First down.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's taken down at the 30. He gets 16 yards on that play. And it'll be first down Colts.
That's another Colts first down. First and 10.
Throwing again, Murray. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. So working from the 30 as they line this up. Second and 10. Another throw coming from Murray. Finds him on the crossing route. And he takes this one in. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts making the scoreboard look a touch better. Michael Pittman Jr. with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Colts cut into the lead by another point.
24.
Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Falcons and Drake London headed back out onto the field. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. First and 10. And as he accumulates catches this season, Brock, some have stuck out to us more than most. And we had one of them on that last drive as he's reached a significant milestone. Now hit and Jackson loses the ball. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. And this one, not surprisingly, brought up a loss in yards as they had to scramble to even get that football back. Still their football, but need to make some progress here. This is second and long. Lamar out of the pistol. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down.
Now that's a situation, may have worked out better if he'd thrown the ball. His running ability gets him a chunky yards, but still some work to do to get that first down.
That one's cut along the left sideline. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. And that completion gets him up to 400 yards in the football game. No, it's a tough mark to reach, but one that every quarterback takes pride in being able to reach, or at least challenge every so often. On first down, Jackson. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Incomplete. The coverage by Javarius Ward.
Play fake, Jackson. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Jackson now on third. This finds its target. That's Metcalf. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. Here's Robinson up the middle. And he has enough room to gain about 4. Well, we've talked about this before, Brock. The thinking's simple but effective. We'll stop getting it to this guy when you find a way to stop it, and they have yet to do that today.
You know, there's just certain things up in this booth that I love. I think you could feel it emanating from me. And one of them is when you impose your will, and you don't back away from it. If they can't stop it, run it right at them.
And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that is good enough for Atlanta first down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So you can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one. Second and 10. Need something positive here. Up the middle, here goes Allen. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
They'll air it out on third. Hits him on the out route. Great job rallying to the football. They get him down right at the marker. Fourth down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
The lead looks safe, but the pedal's staying down. They're going for this. He's on the run. Jackson keeping it. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Some tough running from the leader of the offense right there. Didn't have a ton of room, but he made it work well enough to move those chains.
And he's in. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons continue adding to an insurmountable lead. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Falcons continue adding on to that lead. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. He's going to field this at the 2. And this drive will start inside the 25. Shane Steichen getting his Colts offense ready to go for a new series. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Rod lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. Now Kyler. Receiver screen here. It's Downs. And it'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. 3rd down here. Need 8 on the play.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Here he goes. 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack brings the offense to 4th down.
This overwhelming pressure in these sacks after sacks after sacks. Well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
The Colts are ready for the punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. He'll start from the 39. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Falcons ready for their next possession. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. They're going to win this game, but with touchdowns on 3 straight drives, Brock, they're probably going to want to keep that streak going. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 46.
From the gun, Jackson. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. Just after the catch, he is hit and stopped. A nice gain, though, down to the enemy 41. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's a Falcon 1st down. Shotgun snap to Jackson. That finds Hunter downfield. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Big play sets him up pretty here with 1st and goal from the 5. Play action now with Jackson. And we shouldn't be surprised as they connect in the end zone for yet another touchdown. The Falcons throwing 6 more on the blowout. Drake London with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Falcons tack on 7 more to their lead.
77. Colts 24.
The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. Fielded just shy of the end zone. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. The Colts ready to take the field. And they'll get one final chance in a game that, to put it mildly, Brock, has been a bit of a miserable experience for him. Dumps this underneath to Taylor. And he will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. Quite the start to that drive, huh, partner? First play sets him up in the 38. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's 2nd and 10.
Second down and 10.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. That's going to be caught by his back. Taylor. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. Oh, just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Here's Taylor. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Murray keeps it. And he doesn't slide down and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
3rd and long for him here. And they pick him off again. Picked off by Quinion Mitchell. And the Falcons take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10.
180! That's it!
Beginning this drive with a run by Allen. Finds a little room there. Gets him about 3 yards. They're up to the 43.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Just an incredible effort out of him today. And the type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
Finds him over the middle. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be at 2nd. The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. They're going to pass it here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The Falcons take a timeout to their final 1. So after the sack, quite the situation they find themselves in. Here comes 2nd and 22. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Caught, nice gain left side. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. They're going to move the chains after a big play, 39 yards. First and 10. Here's Jackson. Too far out of the back of the end zone it goes. Incomplete. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. Throwing into double coverage. How's Coach going to feel about that one?
Yeah, that's a no-no. Yeah, I experienced that as a player and now as a coach. Please don't do that again.
You are X. No, we changed it.
Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming 3rd down. So the Falcons earn the win in this one. Yet another win for them, Brock. And now, I don't know. Are they talking about it? Are they thinking about it but not talking about it? They're officially over halfway now to a perfect season.
Yeah, I don't think they're talking about the 72 Dolphins yet or the 07 Patriots, but I do think they're believing. They're believing they can find ways to win, and they're doing it every single week.